From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. A Calgary police officer has been charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder. The charges are linked to the fatal shooting of 2 people after a slow-speed pursuit in 2023. The officer charged appeared in court today and has been released on bail with conditions. The Prime Minister thinks it's unlikely a U.S. trade deal will be completely free of any tariffs. Mark Carney met with Cabinet today in a meeting scheduled after U.S. President Donald Trump laid out his plan for a 35% tariff on Canada.
We need to recognize that the commercial landscape globally has changed. It's changed in a fundamental manner, and we will continue to focus on what we can most control, which is building a strong Canadian economy.
A White House official indicated last week the 35% tariff threat would only apply to goods not compliant with the Canada-U.S.-Mexico trade agreement. Wildfire smoke has forced daycares and summer camps to adjust their programming. Treetop Children's Centre in Toronto is keeping its windows shut and keeping children inside with the air conditioning. But Executive Director Amy O'Neill still worries about indoor air quality.
You can still actually feel and smell the smoke inside the school building itself. You can't actually get away from it.
She says her daycare spent thousands of dollars installing air conditioning units in the Toronto school where it operates. A BC billionaire's plan to buy more than 24 Hudsons Bay store leases has been delayed after she showed up in court without a lawyer. An Ontario Superior Court judge adjourned today's hearing and told Ruby Liu to get a lawyer to represent her and her plans. One of the Bay's biggest lenders has urged the court to squash the Liu deal, arguing its collateral is being frittered away. Stubbornly hot underlying inflation in June has led markets and many economists to firm up their calls for a third straight interest rate hold. The Bank of Canada will make its next interest rate decision July 30th. It has held its policy rate steady at 2.75% in back-to-back decisions. A new poll suggests the percentage of Canadians who view China favorably is increasing, while those with a positive view of the United States has dropped. The Pew Research Center survey suggests only a third of Canadians now have a favorable view of the U.S. after President Donald Trump targeted Canada with tariffs and taunts. But the Pew Center's Laura Silver says positive views of China have increased by 13 points.
And now 34% of Canadians view both the U.S. and China favorably. So there's no daylight between the two.
Pew polled people in 25 countries, and the survey found positive views of China increased in more than half of the nations. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, National League manager Dave Roberts says including Milwaukee right-hander Jacob Misiorowski for tonight's All-Star game was an easy answer. The hard-throwing rookie's made headlines since joining the Brewers, but has appeared in only 5 games. Saskatchewan quarterback Trevor Harris is the CFL's top-rated offensive player of the week. Harris threw for 425 yards and a touchdown with no interceptions on Saturday against Calgary. Soccer fans looking to take in the 2026 World Cup will be able to apply for FIFA's first ticket draw starting September 10th. No draw dates revealed yet, but the tickets will be released in phases. The World Cup in 2026 is being held in Canada, the U.S., and Mexico. And organizers for the 2026 Milan Cortina Winter Olympics have unveiled the Games medals. They feature the Olympic rings on one side and the Games logos on the other. The 2-sided medals are a nod to the Games being the first with 2 host cities in the name. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.